NBA fans, welcome back. Let's talk preseason basketball. We're a night in. The Sixers got spanked last night. A lot of you are overreacting. A lot of people in general are going nuts after an October 4th basketball game. Let's talk about it. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, join the family, join the community, do the whole thing. I'm almost at a K. Get me to a K. Let's get into it. Guys, we gotta stop overreacting. I saw a YouTube video put up yesterday about how amazing the Miami Heat look. Dude, if I hear one more thing about the amazing Kyle Lowry on the Miami Heat and how they're going to become the contenders of the East now and how this and that, which all may be true, but guys, to jump to conclusions after a night of basketball when the C-list dudes are getting the majority of the minutes and the starters are playing 25% effort on 2.5 quarters of basketball, it's just getting ridiculous. It really is. I'm on Minnesota Timberwolves Twitter page because I love just that community because I think they're hilariously brutal when it comes to just like knowledge of basketball. And so, I'm just reading and they're talking about how we should trade Cat, trade D'Lo, and eventually, get DeAndre Ayton, Ben Simmons, this, that, and then their starting five was like a 2K team because they didn't love the way Cat really looked last night, but the team looked good, the depth looked really good, and they look like they're gonna make a playoff push. I was like, dude, it's October 4th. Cat finished with like 14 points in like 20 minutes. D'Lo had a great game and 19 points in 16 minutes, but dude, they're going up against guys who are trying to fight for the preseason. That's not what the preseason's about. The preseason's not about looking at the stars and seeing how they're playing. You know damn well the dudes are going to come out night one on opening day and just be who they are. That's how they're stars. It's like LeBron James in the regular season compared to the playoffs. Let's stop freaking out about Game 37 on a January morning compared to LeBron James putting up 50 on a finals game. It's crazy. It's so crazy. How many Sixers fans are just losing their mind over the game last night? They were like, see, no Ben means no playmaking. We don't have anybody to guard the perimeter on defense. We have no facilitating and shot creating and this and that. And the worst thing about it is, Ben not being here really kills our team. Look what happened last night. Yuta Watanabe dropped like 15 easy points, and then Scotty Barnes had such an easy game. I'm like, dude, Joel Embiid didn't play. Tobias Harris didn't play. What else do you need? Tyrese Maxey, sure, dude. But it's Tyrese Maxey. He's going to come night one and give it his best. And it's a really tough position for this kid to begin with. Let's not add any more pressure. It's just unnecessary. The Sixers are going to be all right. Don't get me wrong. I think the Sixers are not going to be the number one seed in the Eastern Conference like they were last year. And holding on to a 3-time All-Star on the bench, not playing him and not trading him is not going to help our team and not going to help our record. Obviously, the team isn't going to be as good with Ben Simmons off the court. Obviously, yeah, but you're not getting that from one night of preseason basketball against the Toronto Raptors team that were playing their starters probably a little bit longer than Philadelphia normally would. The preseason is meant to look at guys who don't get a lot of time and look for flashes, look for things that are exciting, look for things coming from guys who aren't going to be the number one dudes on teams and see what they can bring to you and see if they can be rotational depth guys. Like something I got out of the game yesterday was, dude, Isaiah Joe is ready. Isaiah Joe is ready to be a rotational dude for the Philadelphia 76ers, and I've been saying this since draft night. I've been pumped about this kid. I think he's a fantastic player, but he's the type of dude that he's going to be shooting the ball from 30 feet out. He can shoot from 5-6 feet beyond the 3-point line, and the Sixers have not had a guy like that, maybe ever. JJ Redick, but he never really had limitless range like that, and then Nick Stauskas. I like Isaiah Joe a lot, and I think to keep things in perspective, you got to remember Tyrese Maxey's a kid. He's not going to be an all-star this year. Even if he has, starter minutes, he's not going to be an all-star this year because he's not an all-star. Andre Drummond looked pretty great last night, given the opportunity, given the playing time that he had, given the amount of times he touched the ball in the post too, which is pretty impressive. preseason's not meant for overreacting about what you didn't like. That's the whole point of preseason basketball. The whole point of preseason basketball is failing, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work, not, the end of the world if we lose a game to the Toronto Raptors. I mean, good God, guys. Good God. On that note, peace.